They want to learn. And everything we do around them is teaching them. And every activity we engage in is modeling activity that they are going to also follow. When they see us modeling, what are they going to do? What is a model? What is a model airplane? Any of us ever did put together model airplanes, model cars? What's a model?
A replica of something that's real.
That's right. So when you put together a model, if it's one of the expensive, accurate models, and you put together a model of a Mustang GT, and you put the body together, you put the engine together, that model replicates an actual thing, so that if you put that model together, if it's accurate, you can actually go and look at the parts of a real Mustang GT, and you'll be able to identify every one of them parts. Because that model teaches you how to behave or how to act in the real world. That makes sense? So, student, the son and the daughter come into the world as a student, and a student has 4 responsibilities. 4 responsibilities that he's got to do. 4 things that he's got to do. Right, Mike?
Yes,
and what is that, Mike?
They do. The first one is to do work.
No, it's not.
Oh.
I mean, you know him. You know him, but there you go. The first one is
Make me remember in order.
in order.
Follow instructions, do work, and cooperate.
You missed one.
Oh, I do work.
But follow instructions first, remember?
Follow instructions.
Do work, and cooperate.
Do work and cooperate. Like a table. Like a table or a chair has 4 legs. And if I was to take one of the legs from this table and lean, what would happen? Table will fall. Because the son and the daughter have to learn these 4 things. Have to learn them. It ain't an option. In the family, one of the reasons why we have such problems in our family is because ain't nobody ever taught us this. Follow instructions. Any student who walks in any classroom, Brother Bush is a GED instructor. You've been doing that for how many years, Brother Bush?
Over 25.
Over 25 years. Any student that walks in the classroom and does these 4 things, it is impossible. It is absolutely impossible for you to fail that class. Impossible. You can't do it. If you walk into a classroom and do these 4 things, you cannot fail. It's impossible. Follow instructions. Now see, the ability to follow instruction is directly related to a thing that they call intelligence. Most of us on number 1 get kicked out the classroom and put in learning disability because we don't follow instructions. Many of us have been labeled as ADD and all these other labels, not because we don't have an ability to learn, not because we have a behavior disorder, but because nobody taught us, hey man, when you go in the classroom and the teacher says, pull out the book and turn to page 5, pull out your book and turn to page 5. You're supposed to follow instructions. You don't just go in the classroom and do what you want to do. Hey man, what's going on, man? What you do last night? That man making model airplanes and no. You don't just do what you want to do in a classroom. When you walk in a classroom, the first rule is what?
Follow instructions.
Everybody got a desk, and this desk says Johnny, this desk says Mike, this desk says Vanity, this desk says Marcus, this desk says Romeo. So I'm just gonna go sit in Mike's desk. And the educational system is so smart. Well, obviously, if James sat in Mike's desk and that has Mike's name on it, then obviously James has a disorder. And he shouldn't be in the normal classroom. He should be in a classroom with people who have a disability. And guess what? I can make a medication and sell it to them and make some money. We get kicked out of the classroom.
What?
We get kicked out of the classroom. Truth ain't complicated, y'all.
It ain't.
Truth ain't complicated. It's really simple. Because we don't follow instructions. Hey, y'all. Everybody come in, wash your hands, and sit down and eat. Oh, man, I ain't got to wash my hands. You know what I'm saying? Take information. Number 2, take information. What do we mean by take information?
Pay attention. Write down what assignment you have to do. Information you're going to need to retain.
That's right. The classroom is what? A give and a what? Take. There's somebody usually standing in front of the class and they giving something, right? Man, that nigga don't know what he talking about. Man, all them niggas at the MIP, man, they think they something, man. They ain't nothing, but they ain't no different from us. You know what I'm saying? They think they know something. What they think they know? Like you gonna tell me something, like you been through something I ain't been through. You know what I'm saying? Sitting up there with a suit and tie on thinking you something, just cause you got on a suit and tie. You ain't got nothing to give me, Joe. Nothing. Nothing. Just give me some bus cards and I'm going on my way. Don't say nothing to me, Joe. Just give me some food. I ain't stand for that focus group. Now y'all thinking, man, I ain't stand for that. What y'all talking about? This dude out, y'all got that dude, that Muslim dude up there talking. I don't want to hear nothing he got to say. I'm a Christian. I'm not taking no information that y'all got to give. And that's exactly what I need.
You don't get no B's like that.
Because I was destroyed, my people were destroyed for the lack of what?
Knowledge.
So I need this information because when I take information, there's a thing called gravity and what goes up must come down. Okay. That's information, right? Now we can say, I don't believe that. Right? So, guess what Marcus does? Marcus say, man, I don't believe that gravity stuff, man. Watch this. He go up on top of the roof.
Marcus like, why you gotta use my name?
Marcus take a jump, right? What goes up what? Must come down. After Marcus hits the ground, that information for the rest of us is now what? Knowledge. Too bad that it came at the expense of his life. Now that's real. That's real. Stay in school, son. Get you a good education. Man, I ain't staying in school. They ain't got nothing in school for me. Nigga, I'm gonna be on these streets making money, G. Some of us gain knowledge at the expense of what? Life. Take information. Take notes. Some of us are writing down notes. Why? Because we learn by repetition. When you hear something, it goes in the mind once. When you write it down, it hits the mind twice. When you read what you've written, it hits the mind 3 times. Why is baseball based on the number 3? Why is football based on the number 3?
Because 3 strikes. You get 3 strikes.
Well, you're saying football is 4 down, right? But you really only get 3 to make that first down, and after that, you're doing what?
Right. Most of the
Right?
time, right. You don't get after 3 then.
3 is the number of trial. In all of the scriptures, you'll find 3 as the number of trial. Because 3 is a number that if you really want to do something, do it 3 times. If you want to learn something, do it 3 times. If you miss the ball 3 times, man, you just ain't going to hit it. Just get out the way and let somebody else come and try to hit the ball. Take information. Do work. Now, a lot of us, some of us, we get to the point where, you know, go in the classroom and we listen. We even participate in the classroom. We talk. We take our notes. But when it's time to leave the classroom, we don't do no work. Hmm? You got to do what?
Work.
Got to do your homework. Got to do your homework. In the school of life, every man has to do what? Work. If you don't work, you don't what? Eat. Every man has a purpose in life. And that purpose in life is the work that he should be found doing every single day. It makes sense? Doing work. Now work, we defined a little while ago as the science of acquiring and supplying your needs. The science of acquiring and supplying your needs. Acquiring. Man, I need to put a piece of chicken in my stomach. I need to put an apple in my stomach. I need to put a banana in my stomach so that I have enough fuel so I don't be hungry. I can get through the next day. I got children. I need to put food on the table for what? For the children. Acquiring my needs. I need to do it once, but actually I need to do it what? Every day. Because it happens every day. Acquiring one time and then supplying, doing it over and over and over again. I got to figure out how to consistently get food, clothes, and shelter.